Welcome to Hannity. Thank you for being with us tonight. Biden just unveiled a bold strategy for 2024. Let's hide in the basement and repeat 2020 all over again. The media, they won't care. And with RFK Jr., however, surging in the Democratic primary, is Biden in trouble? We have details tonight. Also, trouble in Russia for Vladimir Putin. We're going to analyze this weekend's deadly coup attempt and why some are skeptical it even was a coup attempt. Well, both sides of that debate. But first, this is what we can tell you this Monday night about your government today. Your government is corrupt. The DOJ is corrupt, and it has been weaponized. Your FBI hierarchy is corrupt, and it has been weaponized. No one is above the law, unless, of course, you're a prominent Democrat, especially with the last name Clinton or Biden. Now, despite evidence of, let's see, bribery, felony tax evasion, money laundering, racketeering, FARA violations, prostitution, drug use, felony gun violation and brandishing, Hunter's a free man and will be. And his father, the big guy, is facing no consequences at all whatsoever. And now they're rubbing it all in your faces because on Friday night, there's Hunter celebrating his sweetheart plea deal, his little slap on the wrist, in style, attending a state dinner with his father and Attorney General Merrick Garland. How convenient. A short time later, Joey and Hunter, they all jetted off to Camp David together. How nice. They had a beautiful weekend retreat, laughing, smiling the entire way. This after a newly released text provided more evidence that Pops allegedly may have been a very integral part of his son's sketchy overseas business deals in the Biden family syndicate. In July 2017, Hunter berated a Chinese national. Why? For not fulfilling a commitment. Quote, "I am sitting here. My father would like to understand why the commitment has not been fulfilled." Then Hunter, continuing, quote, "I will make certain that between that man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to hold a grudge that you will regret rather following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father." Well, that either sounds like a shakedown or Hunter's best imitation of a mob boss. I'm Vito Corleone, and if anything should happen to my son Hunter. Okay, using the big guy and all the big guy's friends as leverage. Little scary. Now, of course, the White House, they denied Biden's involvement in any and all of Hunter's deals, and Hunter's lawyers, they want to know that he was really, really high on crack when he sent that text. But Joe seems to think it's one big joke. Take a look.
I started off without you, and I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared.
Oh, just so we're clear, as documented in a 2020 1023 form, Joe Biden, he was accused by a trusted and well-paid FBI source of taking foreign bribes from a Ukrainian foreign national in exchange for policy decisions when he was vice president. Remember, that was the real quid pro quo to fire the Ukrainian prosecutor using $1 billion of your taxpayer dollars as leverage. You remember the guy investigating zero experience Hunter was fired in 6 hours so Hunter can continue to get paid. No experience at all. What a great country. What a great life. Dad's the VP. Now, there was even a big payoff, we're now told. Did it happen? Did they have an even bigger payoff that we had not known about? We need answers. A few months earlier, in late 2019, the FBI, they apparently verified Hunter's laptop from hell with messages that outlined 10% for the big guy and complaints from Hunter that Pops, had to take and was taking half of his income and that he was forced to pay for Pops' home repairs and living expenses. And prior to 2019, a wave of hard evidence, including photos that Biden met with more than a dozen of Hunter's foreign business partners, the very thing he said he never did. Well, then there's that July 2017 shakedown where Hunter implicated his own father in a scheme to charge a Chinese foreign national for access to the big guy. Then to top it all off, bombshell new allegations from not one but two IRS whistleblowers. I thought Democrats in the media love whistleblowers. Not anymore, apparently. Who claim that Joe and Hunter were protected by Merrick Garland and Joe Biden's DOJ. And according to those allegations, Biden appointed U.S. attorneys. They blocked felony tax charges against Hunter for years prior to the two that they got him on, only misdemeanor accounts, no jail time. One whistleblower, Gary Shapley, identified 4 witnesses who observed this obstruction. And meanwhile, Hunter's laptop from hell was buried, and investigators, they weren't even allowed to access it. Wow, it seems like they were digging hard for justice here. And according to these same whistleblowers, any investigation into the big guy, that was stopped, that was stymied. But apparently no one at the White House or the DOJ or the State Department or the FBI feels any need to respond in any serious way to what are real shocking allegations. And last week, Merrick Garland even suggested that any criticism of the DOJ is an attack on democracy. And on Friday, Karine Jean-Pierre did her very best to dodge every single question. Take a look.
A reasonable question to ask whether the President of the United States was involved, as this message seems to suggest, in some sort of a coercive conversation for business dealings by his son. Is that something, if he wasn't, then maybe you should tell us.
So here's the thing, and I appreciate the question. I believe my colleague at the White House counsel has answered this question already.
Yes or no, was the president involved in the shakedown attempt?
Stephen,
Yes or no,
Stephen, I just answered the question. I just said, it's not up to you how I answer the question. I just answered the question.
You've stated that the president stands by his comment from the 2020 campaign that he never once discussed his son's overseas business dealings with his son. And you stood at that podium and you reaffirmed that. Do you stand by your reaffirmation?
What I will say is nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And I will leave it there.
She answers the question by not answering the question. Biden, meanwhile, he just continues to flat out lie right through his teeth or dentures. Take a look. Now, that's just blatant BS. It makes you wonder what else Biden is lying about. Sadly, it doesn't matter because Merrick Garland has his back. The Democrats at the DOJ will never, ever seriously investigate Joe or Hunter. They will only protect him like they protected Hillary. What did I say at the beginning of this monologue? Your government is corrupt. The Department of Justice is corrupt and weaponized, as is the FBI hierarchy. The top Democrats working at the FBI and their Washington field office are only interested in persecuting any and all things Donald Trump. That's it. We saw this in the 2016 election. No reasonable prosecutor would ever charge Hillary Clinton, while Donald Trump faced a years-long witch hunt because of her hoax resulting from her dirty Russian dossier that she paid for. And never mind the 33,000 deleted emails with BleachBit and, of course, devices destroyed with hammers. We saw it again in 2020. FBI pre-bunking Hunter's laptop from hell. 2023, looks like we're going to see it all over again. The movie repeats itself. Bribery, corruption allegations against the big guy, Joe Biden himself, swept under the rug. And as for the democracy dies in darkness crowd, that is the media mob that are supposed to speak truth to power, the ones that lied about Russia collusion for 3 long years, that are on the air right now lying tonight, well, they could care less. The country's in serious trouble. It will only get worse if your big guy wins re-election. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.